Hey, what's up guys? I'm standing here in front of my recent addition to my projects here. This is a late 1960s Scotty camper, the pull behind camper. I think it measures about 13 feet, not certain yet, but I just got it here and I'm about to gut it out and do some interior work on it. So I wanted to take you guys along on the journey and kind of show you maybe a time lapse of me gutting it out, show you what all work, and it needs a lot of work. But I'm going to try to restore it as much as possible to its original condition. So let me take you inside and give you a proper tour. So this is the outside. Someone just went ahead and just painted the whole thing gray. It's really ugly. But you can see here's the original color. You can see it poking through right there. It was kind of like a bright teal. And I think it was silver on top. You can see silver poking through right there as well on that vent. So let me start with the front here and we'll kind of work our way around real quick. Here's the front. Like I said, it's in really rough shape, but everything seems pretty functional on it, and I think I can, you know, the shell itself is pretty sturdy and intact. The tires they seem to be holding air okay, and for some reason they cut this big hole out of here and then put it back in there. Maybe if you know why they did that, you can comment below, but it's just really odd and really unfortunate. So I paid $500 for this camper. I looked at it and there was another lady there looking at it at the same time I was, and I don't know, I just really felt like I needed to buy it. So if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I've bought one of these in the past and restored it. Actually, a couple of them I've restored, and this one, it needs a lot of work, but believe it or not as much work as some other ones that I have bought in the past and restored. So all the walls are going to come out, all the insulation's coming out. Like I said, the whole thing's going to be gutted down to the metal frame, and then I'm going to sanitize the metal frame, bleach it really good, get it nice and clean. There's very few original parts of this thing, actually. So much water damage. So I'll be gutting it down to the metal frame, then I'll be restoring the roof, getting it. You can see the roof's in really rough shape. We'll be restoring the roof, putting some that mobile home roof paint on it. I forget what it's called. So take you guys along on the adventure. The door works really well, so that's good. It's nice and square still. Here's some of the tools I'll be using to demo this thing. I got my crowbar, hammer, eye protection, a corded DeWalt reciprocating saw, and some gloves. So I'm gonna put this thing on the tripod and we'll get to work. It's one of the cool aspects of restoring these old campers is you find stuff that people left in there from a long time ago. Like in the last camper I restored, the $40 camper, if you watch that video, you know that I found some cool like home decor stuff that's actually still hanging in my home. And I found a Zelda Nintendo game that was probably worth way more than I actually paid for the camper. But in this camper, I just found in that last segment, I was pounding out the old cabinet. Sorry, I'm still out of breath. I was knocking out the old cabinet with a hammer, and this just kind of fell. I don't know where it was in the cabinet because I opened the cabinet doors and I didn't see anything in there. But this just fell out. It's a really nice old file. It's made by Simmons Mill, USA. So this will actually go in my toolbox because that's a really nice file. Use it to sharpen an axe or whatever you want. So, yay. You know, sometimes people ask me Hey Gabe, do you have to gut the whole thing out and then rebuild it? Why can't you just leave a little bit of it? I'll show you why. A couple of reasons. Look, this is the original wall right here. And this is all water damage. And you see spider webs and water damage. That's all just flaking off. It's all dry rot. It's reason number one. You can see right here on the windows. I mean, this whole board right here just disintegrated. I didn't do anything with that board. That's just gone. You know, insects ate it. Water destroyed it. So it's reason number one. There's rot. Reason number two, right here. This is why I gut the whole thing. So you see all this brown stuff? That's 100% roach poop. All of that is roach poop. And so you can kind of see back in there's a bunch of roach poop. I mean, 20, 30 years roaches have been living in here, probably eating their own poop. This is why I want to gut the whole thing, because I hate roaches. And I want to visibly be able to inspect every square inch of this place with my eyes and see that there are no more roach eggs in this place. So I got a lot of work to do. We're getting there. You may be asking, what are you gonna do with all the trash? What are you doing with all this junk you're throwing out? Well, I'm two things. I'm going through it. If it has nails, it goes up by the road. The trash guys come and pick it up. If it doesn't have nails, it goes out there and it gets burned. That's it. I'm out of breath. Be making sure it doesn't get out of control.